Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. Big news to share with you all. Bitcoin has closed its highest weekly candle ever, over 60,000, guys. Very bullish. And right now it's pumping. This week is going to be very bullish because we have the anticipation of an ETF going live and multiple other ETFs getting approved. I want to break that down. But the big news I want to talk about is the SEC Ripple XRP lawsuit. Charles Gasparino, Fox Business, penned an article in the New York Post exposing Jay Clayton and Gary Gensler in the SEC. More pressure, guys, more eyeballs on this lawsuit. And I think it's going to, these are the types of different media placements and publishing that we need to have more people understand the conflicts of interest and the overreach and the backwards thinking of the SEC. So I'm going to break it all down for you. We also have Mike Novogratz tweeting about XRP. This is interesting timing. I don't think these things are coincidence. So I want to share that with you. We're going to break it all down. Before we do, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees. And you can also buy Miami Coin. It's the only place that you could buy Miami Coin at this point. So be sure to sign up, link in the description. All right, let's look at the market here. Bitcoin at $62,220. As I stated, guys, the highest weekly candle close for Bitcoin ever. Bullish, so bullish. I tweeted about this. The bears who are still in disbelief are going to get wrecked. Now, Ethereum is at over $3,800, Cardano at $2.16, XRP at $1.10, Solana at $161. So looking great. Obviously, we're looking for Bitcoin to continue pumping. And then when it hits that overbought scenario, then the altcoins will start pumping as well. And we will see this play out. Now, the chart I've been showing you guys for months, right? Showing you going back to before we saw that dip. I said, hey, I was waiting for red candles because of the region we were in. Now Bitcoin's pumping. And you can see here with my respective lines that I've drew on the Bitcoin weekly chart that we could hit, maybe 66,000 or so, or 65. And then we could see another dip, right? It's higher highs and higher lows. So we don't want to go extend ourselves too much higher. And then I think Bitcoin can come back down, build support levels, then work its way up to new higher highs. So just keep this in mind, right? Nothing goes up in a straight line. But nevertheless, macro level, the Bitcoin stock to flow model, according to Plan B, he's like, are you ready? He tweeted out the updated chart showing that we are on track, guys. Very bullish. I do think Bitcoin makes it to six figures. How high beyond that it goes, over 100,000, it's hard to tell. If multiple ETFs get approved, you have more countries that are adopting Bitcoin the way El Salvador did. Those catalysts can help drive the price higher, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, have a plan, know what price points you're taking profits at. So the bull run doesn't pass you by and then you're left in the bear market, not having any money, because I do believe a bear market is coming like we've seen historically. Will it be as bad as the ones historically? Maybe not, but at this point, you got to use the historical facts, not your feelings or emotions or wishful thinking, right? What has played out historically, and that has to be kind of your North Star, your source of truth for navigating the waters of what's coming up. So just keep that in mind. Now, Chris Berninsky, he tweeted the following, and it just gives you perspective. And this is why I like sharing these type of information with you. So on October 17, 2017, I was here for that bull run. I don't know how many of you were, but Bitcoin at that point, on this day on 2017, was at $5,500. Ethereum was at $315. He says here, approximate 4x and approximate 5x from their end of year highs. So obviously the prices went on much higher. Bitcoin went near 20,000. Ethereum was at near 1,300, guys. So I think a similar scenario will play out here. It could be a bit higher. Once again, I mentioned the catalyst that could drive things higher. Now, here's what you're probably going to see, because bears don't like what's happening right now. Tech Dev, who does great crypto analysis, he said here, I think we see Bitcoin all-time high this week. The final leg, while fun, won't be any easier than the last 4 months. You'll be flooded with top calls left and right. So everybody's going to try to call the top. No one can call the top. Just remember that. That's why you cash out in stages. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, check out my cash out video, link in the description. He says here, stick to the indicators which have a perfect historical track record and you'll do fine. So don't go by your emotions. Go by the historic patterns and charts, right? So this is why I share this information with you guys. I don't hide who I'm pulling the information from. I clearly say, follow Tech Dev, follow these guys, look at the charts, follow Plan B, and these different sources of data will help you to navigate the waters here. All right. Now, something I want to let you guys know about. Mark Cuban and a lot of Bitcoin maxis were going at it on Twitter last night, and he actually did a Twitter space, you know, and Mark is just calling things as is. I mean, the guy has seen the .com boom, very successful. Obviously, he understands crypto is more than Bitcoin, but of course, Bitcoin maximalists don't like that, right? They go crazy. It's Metcalfe's law playing out, the monetary incentive to push your network, right? And we've seen that with other cryptos. But just to let you know, Mark's been fighting with these guys, and there's a long Twitter thread and so forth. And you know, he's saying like, hey, Bitcoin's a great store of value, but from payments and scalability and what the market needs is not ideal. And I've been on record saying that, right? I think it's a great store of value, gold 2.0. Now, you don't use gold in every day to go buy things and for fast movement payments and all that, right? It just doesn't have those logistics. You know, I agree with Mark, and I'm actually trying to get an interview with him. So if you guys want to tweet at him, you certainly can. Tell him, hey, come on the show. I want to talk to him about crypto. All right, check this out, guys. Mike Novogratz. Now, he obviously is CEO of Galaxy Digital. I do respect the guy. He's made a lot of money. He's a billionaire, Wall Streeter. He tweeted today, the value of XRP has actually almost tripled since the SEC's actions. It hasn't plummeted. It's a testament to the fact that once communities are formed with shared interests, they are damn resilient. I agree with that statement, but then people were calling him out like, dude, you called XRP holders and the community conspiracy theorists and all kinds of stuff, right? Now there's some backtracking here. You know, I would love to talk to him about it in the interview. Got to keep it real here, right? And it could be, I think, because of his connections to Ethereum and what's been going on. He's playing nice now because there's a lot of stuff that people in the XRP community have been digging up and showing connections and statements and so forth. Attorney John Deaton replied to his tweet saying it plummeted over 60% when the case was filed, wiping some people out because they panic sold or was forced to sell. That's okay if it's because the market itself was the cause, but it's not okay when caused by arbitrary SEC overreach. I agree its recovery shows it's not only tied to Ripple. So interesting here. Once again, it's not to hate on Mike necessarily, but it does look like he's trying to warm up a little more and backtracking from his previous statements, because I think he sees what's happening right now. Now, something interesting, guys, the SEC, the SEC plus letter plus exhibits to Judge Torres requesting extension of expert discovery to January 14, 2022. So what's going on here? The SEC trying to delay. And attorney Jeremy Hogan weighed in on this and said, what's clear from this motion to extend discovery out 2 more months is that the SEC filed this $1.4 billion lawsuit without setting aside the resources to prosecute it. If the judge grants it, the main parts of the case won't be decided until March to May of 2022. Well, that's not great. I'm always transparent with you guys, right? I don't have to sugarcoat anything or pretend that everything is peachy when it's not. So if the judge grants it, this is not good. Why? Because I do believe XRP will perform well, but a settlement in the run up of the bull run towards the end of the year will be ideal, because then you catch the extra momentum and FOMO in, which will drive the price higher. So I think right now, if this gets delayed to next year, we're not going to probably see this the $10 to $15 XRP price. Could we see a 5 to 6, 7? Sure, but I'm just being realistic. Some people are probably going to hate on me for saying this, but I got to keep it real, right? These are the facts. So just a little note on there why this is not good. But once again, nothing approved. The judge could say no, whatever, right? But the SEC is trying to push this out. Jeremy Hogan continues saying here, my instinct, without having read Ripple's reply, is that the judge splits the baby and provide an additional month to expert discovery. Judges never want an appellate court to hear lack of due process arguments on a case. Or maybe she surprises me and keeps the SEC on track. The SEC is just bullshitting here, trying to delay. I think this is a tactic. I don't think they actually need the time. I mean, 8 years to put this together. So clearly they're not in a great position. So they're trying any type of tactic they can. Like I've said, I do believe Ripple is going to come out of this successful. Will Ripple have to pay a fine for 2013 to 2015? Yes. But will the SEC get what they want? No. All right. Check this out. Charles Gasparino, man, taking off the gloves here. Got to respect the man as a journalist. He wrote an article in the New York Post here. And here's the title. Clayton, Gensler, behind looming overregulated crypto disaster. Wow. Calling them out specifically by name here. And look at, they got Clayton's face plastered on the article. Well done, Mr. Gasparino. Well done. I like this. It pretty much tells the story what we've been talking about in the channel, and a lot of XRP holders have been saying. Conflicts of interest, all kinds of shady activities, like Brian Armstrong at Coinbase, Coinbase's CEO tweeted, shady, SEC been acting shady. And they're picking winners and losers. So you may say, well, who cares, Tony? What about, remember what I've been saying, guys? Pressure, because when they start getting this type of level of media coverage, people in Congress, other regulators are seeing this. It weakens Gary Gensler's ask for more power for what the SEC can do to crypto and so forth, right? It makes them look bad. And guys, optics is a big part of politics, right? You remember that sometimes it's not just about the facts, but the optics. So these guys getting called out here, and even William Hinman's called out as well, is very bullish if you hold XRP and this Ripple case as well as for the rest of the market, right? Because we know Clayton wants to go after, Gensler wants to go after exchanges like Coinbase and many others. And, you know, he highlights here that John Deaton and the XRP holders, the Maxis status, all that stuff, guys, is outlined in this article. Like I said, great job, Mr. Gasparino. And he even highlighted here the great graphics by the New York Post graphics department. And then look at this. They got in the article, it says, bitten by the SEC, duo behind looming crypto overreg disaster. And it shows Gensler and Clayton. Wow. I love it. I love it. This is awesome, guys. So it's both online and in the printed version. This is awesome, man. And Charles tweeted out the article, of course, and said, editor's note on this column, I contacted everyone named in the piece and emailed them the exact wording of what was written about them. I do that because I want to be convinced the thesis is wrong. But of course, you know, Gensler and Clayton, these guys, unless you're kissing their ass, a la CNBC Fast Money, you know, they'll come on there, but CNBC won't ask them questions about this. They're not going to talk to you. So they certainly didn't respond to Charles Gasparino. You guys have seen, I've interviewed Hester Peirce, commissioner of the SEC, 2 times. I've reached out to the PR folks for Gary Gensler, nicely sharing, hey, here are the topics I want to talk about, crypto regulations. No response. Of course, they're not going to respond to me, guys, because these guys know they're going to get exposed. They know they're on the wrong side of history here. They're doing the wrong things. I believe where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe there's some conflicts of interest here. And it looks like Jay Clayton and Gary Gensler were commiserating since 2018. They've been talking. So I think Gensler knew the lawsuit was coming against Ripple, even in the last days of Jay Clayton's tenure. So great news. And I think other reporters and journalists are going to pick this up, but now we're getting mainstream coverage, guys. And once again, further puts pressure on these guys, which will force the hand of Congress to act faster, I believe. And I think push back on Gensler's requests for overreach, in my opinion. So good news there. So once again, I am bullish on XRP. I hope the judge doesn't grant this extension. Jeremy Hogan said it could be split in half, but let's see what happens, guys. But I'm still bullish. We may, if this thing gets granted to extend, we may not see the price prediction I'm personally thinking of, but I think the price will still go up. As we've seen, XRP is going to move because really the money flows from Bitcoin into the altcoins, and we've seen all these altcoins pump individually. So that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.